Hello there everyone, welcome to Liverpool. Today we'll be flying from Liverpool down to Manchester in the Edgeley Optica by Orbex. It's my first time flying the aircraft for realsies, so if something goes wrong, oopsie. But I just thought it was something a bit interesting. This aircraft's always been one of those things I always sort of immediately recognize. It's very recognisable, I guess. But I just remember seeing it in a test pilot school film, and yeah, thought we could go give it a fly. So let's go ready to fly. Now, as I'm a noob, I've got no idea how to fly this, so Control E. Okay, park brake released. I know we're on the grass there, but who actually cares? Although my rudders are a bit doofed. Very technical terminology I use here, doofed. Right, I'm not using the air traffic control system, I'm not using VATSIM, so we'll just fly ourselves out basically. I'm going to give a quick check of my axes before I taxi off. There we go, I fixed it now. Unfortunately I was having some issues with my HOTAS, so I've just changed the axes that I'm bound up to. Makes taxiing substantially easier, as you can see. Whilst we're taxiing, I'm going to set my... Interesting. Whoa, okay. Stop bucking. I know what I'm doing here. I'm going for an intersection departure. If I remember one thing about this, it takes off in no space at all. But yeah, you can see there's a great view out of this aircraft. You've basically got 180 degrees wraparound vision. I think if this was modernised, these would go. And yeah, I think it's designed to be more like a helicopter than a fixed wing aircraft. So let's give this one last attempt. No. Right, fuel pump on for takeoff. I can't see an avionics master switch, which is I assume I have to press turn that on. Was it there? No. Yep. Right, well we're going to taxi on and do our takeoff, so... Also bear in mind, this turn off here is exactly with the landing road for an A319. Liverpool Airport, that's sort of their main audience. Backup plan, not sure what that is. I don't know if it thinks I've diverted somewhere. That reminds me, let's check Volanta out. Yes, I'm watching Ocean, deal with it. We're on our way to EGCC in Manchester. So I'll show you on Volanta. I'm actually going to yeet Volanta onto the screen momentarily. This is fine. Right, I'm going to go. Stop the aircraft here. I'll really quickly show you our route today. That's Liverpool, that's Manchester. I'm going to fly down the river, and basically there's it's not picked out in here at all, which is nice of it. Now let's go put your away map settings, thank you. But there's Liverpool Manchester Canal, which takes us into Manchester. So we'll sight Manchester Airport visually by that point, so yeah. Full power. Let's go. "40 knots. 50. 60. I rotate at 70. Positive right. thing could definitely benefit from some trim. I can feel that already. This is a really strange sensation that there's nothing in front of us. My internal sort of, this is how you fly planes system is trying to tell me to not do this, basically. 80 knots, climbing away. Give me a good look out for traffic, because we've got no transponder today. Okay, the aircraft's actually trimmed out, interestingly. So, I'm gonna pull power off a little. So we're just gonna fly the river. Does this thing even do trim? Yeah, just pitch trims there. Flaps are up. We'll go for the right hand side fuel for a while. Just because I've been taking fuel from the left for a long time. There we go. That. Good morning. Straight for flying under a rising sun, so I have to fix that. There is work change time, I know there is. Let's go with the weather page. October 3rd. There we go. Swing it the other way. It's a shame there aren't any seasons really modelled within MSFS. I get why there aren't, but it would be nice. What's that thing over there? 5.5k? Widnes. So yes, on the nose there, that is that's the railway bridge across the Mersey. A fairly controversial asset when it was first placed into Train Simulator. I've got the POIs turned on just because we're VFRing. It's nice to, you know, if this is an area you know, it's always nice to have something in there, isn't it? To just go, oh yeah, that's you know, whatever. Parking brakes. Weird. Okay, I now know what that is. So yeah, that looks like the canal on the nose. That really straight long thing. So what I'll actually do is just position himself. We'll go roll slightly right. Just fly along the canal. This game does look gorgeous. You see, this, you know, this is what I sort of like using this game for, is VFR. The, you know, that's what it does well at, is VFR. Like, at this altitude, at this speed, the game looks really good. You know, I'm going to be, I still haven't put my weather stuff in, because I'm an idiot. But, you know, once I get that in, this thing will be outstanding. Alright, I'm going to just look down, trim down. You'll love extra trim. Okay. I feel like I'm flying a helicopter as well, which is so strange. Oh god, this is weird. This is literally just, I feel like I'm flying a helicopter. I understand what they were going for here now. So yeah, the Liverpool Manchester Canal, obviously you're looking down at it, it doesn't look much like a canal. It is really more of a man-made waterway, really. Which is, yeah, well, no, Nays on the right there. There's a chemical works there from memory. Down that way is where they built the Jags. The Jags. No, or is that North West? I can't remember. I'm doing my best to sort of, you know, pull facts out that I know that are in my noggin from this area, but I don't know that many, to be honest. But it's just, you know, it's nice to be able to go, oh, I wonder what that town is over there, or what that building is, you know, and just look at it. I guess that's the joy of VFR flying, isn't it? And I've got the aircraft really nicely trimmed out, so I'm basically hands off. Just making some slight aileron inputs to, you know, for a couple of seconds. Got stuck in Heath. So I'm just going to look at Volante check. Oh god, Volante. So yeah, you can see we're flying right. Actually, there you go, it's loaded in now. You can see the Canal take us right into downtown Manchester, which I think I'm going to take actually. Is that? We're on Overlay Station, Stratton. Lol. going to pull that down to part size. No, we're going this way. I'm not losing that because I'm flying that rapid that much, roll that much. There we go, we'll roll at this level. So actually that's Warrington on the left. Trim forward an extra lump. Okay, we'll pull that back. This generally feels like the you know, obviously I've got the audio for like aircraft, but the sensation of flight, I guess is the phrase I'm going to use, is very much that of a helicopter. Like the even the way, you know, down to the way it turns and stuff. Just needs an auto trimmer switch. Really nice, actually. I'll say that much. But yeah, so actually get external for a second and take a screenshot. Working at the screenshot. I'm actually going to do a 90 turn and face into the sun for that screenshot. So I'll do when I'm positioning from a final. So yeah, that is the, for example, yeah, this is a good thing about Volantis. I can look at that and say that's the Thelwall Viaduct. Yeah, Manchester Ship Canal. So it's a proper name, sorry. So it basically means you can get ships up the river into Manchester, which is quite cool. You know, Manchester obviously said, you know, is the so-called centre point of the north. The reason I say so-called, it's not that north, but you know, it's a big industrial centre, or was, you know, in the time this canal was built, the sort of late 1800s, early 1900s. And they didn't have a way of getting, you know, ships up here, which at the time ships, you know, were the way stuff got around. And I think it's just really cool that they built this. It's all man-made, obviously. Yeah, kind of cool, yeah. It was zipping along here. I don't know if I picked up a tailwind or something. But yeah. Again, the sensation of flying this aircraft is just so strange. On the right, you know, that's Rush Green. Up there. Let's follow the river. Warburton. Coming up as well. For those of you who are British, that's where you get your bread from. In Warburton, it makes a difference. I'm telling you that much. I said I'd tell you that. Right. This is really cool. Like, I'm Holland's Green's that little turn on the left. And yeah, it's a really nice little game. Honestly. Had, you know, I don't want to be that person, but I was playing it the other day in, you know, I was flying the Neo, and I thought this game will be good in about 5 years. Look at what it's like. Look at this though. This is such a different regime of flight. The sun setting behind us, which is gorgeous. That Media City on the 12. That big white thing in the distance. And the land's coming up to meet us as well, so I'm going to climb a bit. Yeah, we're sub 1,000, so we'll get up a lot more. And the sensation of speed here is just amazing. Now, back pressure on the stake. So I'm going to fly straight ahead here. That's another little river turn off. So you got, you know, it's not perfect still. You can see that railway viaduct's just not made it in at all. There's something's placed itself in the middle of the river. But yeah. that looks like some lock gates, so fair enough. I'll give it that. Again, it would be nice to get those in properly, but you know. And coming up on Manchester proper now. We have an airfield on the 12 o'clock, which we'll just circuit, we'll skirt around. I was going to circuit it, but no, we'll skirt around it. Put my hand off the stake, which makes the aircraft want to drop. So now just a bit of back pressure, bit of back trim, a lump like that. But, you know, I've got my hand, I've not touched the throttle since we took off, and I pulled it back. And I'm just flying the aircraft, and this is what this sim's best at. This is really relaxing handling. Oh, there's the airfield. That's City Airport. That's Barton. That was one of my options for where to go to. And actually, the scenery for it looks decent, so we may still go there. Oh, that's Old Trafford over there on the right. So we'll fly up to Trafford Park, and then I'm not really sure what to look for in Manchester. You know, that's a problem. I don't know the area well enough. But yeah, I'll fly up to Trafford Park and then turn around, head home. I've dropped down a lot here. So I'm just gonna pitch up more aggressively. Power on. At 1,000 feet. This will be Manchester. Oh. And then leveled off, trimmed out, power comes back slightly. Go back that there. You know, I'm going to go to Barton, so I'm just going to change my destination to EGCB. No, that's XB. Charlie Bravo, City Airport. It's right behind us, so let's fly that river for a bit longer. Oh, hello. So we'll go up, we'll fly up to, there's Old Trafford on the right. So we'll do a circle around Old Trafford, then head home. We're in Salford, so there's that. Right, let's fly. You know those skyscrapers? I follow a syndicate on YouTube, and I know he's been in there for tea once or something. There we go. Whoa, stick input please, stick. Thank you. Whew, that was mighty terrifying, to say the least. But yeah, there's Old Trafford. So, hang on, let's float the railway line. So that's the railway line here. Let's wait in Manchester Piccadilly. Let's just fly along it for a bit. I'm going to fly along this, just for my own interest here. Yeah, that's the tram on the right. Yeah, see, yeah, we can't go in there. That's too many high buildings. So I'm just going to go. Whoop. Do scoop. Fly out in this direction. Fly out. Brake. Stick up, stick back, stick back, stick back. Hold that nose up. Go. Wow. Look at that. That's a pretty cool view, right? External. Actually, I'm going to hide the POIs on the way back. Let's pause the recording. Hey guys, welcome back. So, this is... Yeah, that is just gorgeous, that, isn't it? I've made sure I've turned everything to hard. So, oh god. Rip. Whatever that was. RIP. So, again, I'm not using ATC just because I it feels, you know, it's not necessarily, yeah. I've been spoiled by VATSIM, but I also hate VATSIM at the same time, so go figure. There's Old Trafford again. There's Trafford Park in at Mulberry Yard. And we're going to head back towards the river. The river. And I'm just going to keep an eye out. Panel lights to on, please. There we go. So, yeah, we're just going to fly over the short distance along the river. It's actually a good place to be on the river because it means even if something horrendous happens and we lose visual references on the world, we can always just go, we know we're not going to crash into anything, or if we hit birds or whatever and lose control of the aircraft, we can just crash straight ahead into the river. But yeah, this is actually, honestly, this is probably my favourite MSFS flight I've ever done, and I'm really glad I've recorded it. And my GPS has gone off as well. I think I lost all the avionics now. What I did is I went in and turned off all of the assists, and I think it's just taking stuff with it whilst I was at it. But oh well. Oh, so you see the engine start button now. Didn't notice that earlier. RIP. Partner should be in the 12 o'clock. I'm going to turn on my strobe since it's getting pretty dark, and my landing light. It's just so nippy, this thing, and like I said, the rate of turn on it is phenomenal. So we've got the next road bridge. It's the next major road. It's on the right. Yeah, eyes on the aerodrome. We'll do an overhead join and just land from there. Actually, we're approaching a runway from here, so power off. First lap of flap. A little bit of power, a little bit of power. Should be landable from this aspect. I think I'm lined up on a runway here. This focuses where I get charts. .75 knots, full flap, power on. Power off. Okay, going around. Actually, no, going around. There we go. Flaps up. We're just going to get the aircraft to climb up to about 800 feet, and then I'll fly out probably halfway across these buildings and then turn around and come back and try again. Level off. Power back up. Oh, not that much power. Actually, a bit of a climb on because when I do this, nice about. I'm also tilting my head whilst I'm flying for no apparent reason. Aerodrome in sight, power off, full flap. Ooh, bouncy, bouncy. Flap up to aid with braking action. Okay, ow, it's gonna hurt. Ow, 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 ow. Oh dear God. Okay, I rolled slightly off the end there. But, okay, that's practice for me for next time. Landing lights off, strobe lights off. Everything else stays on. Fuel pump off. Yeah, you can see that they need to get the grass a trim here. Actually, I'll just go like this. Bit of a strobing effect there, which is a shame. But, you know, this is, yeah. Seems constantly changing, so I can't, hold them to blame, Obex to blame for everything. Just going to taxi up and park in front of the control tower. Yeah, got some nice taxiway markings here. Oh well. And welcome to Barton, folks. Home of Northwest Air Ambulance and Legendary Optica G-Boppo. Okay, let's just taxi up and stop in front of this. Gorgeous tower. Right. Tap that off, that back. No, parking brake released. Okay. Press that button there. There you go. Fuel tank selector off. Fuel tank selector off. Flight's complete. Oh well. 19 minutes. One landing. Apparently didn't take off at Liverpool, but oh well. Right, we'll just quick continue. I'm going to close that. I'm going to go set my flaps are up, trim to neutral. And that should be it. Yep, flight's ending soon, so it's registered my landing. Let's have a quick check of Volanta before we end the video. Complete the flight. So, flights, you can see, the majority of these I don't record. That's a recorded one there. This is a recorded one here somewhere. But the rest of them just me messing about. I used to do long haul flying when I was at work, so you can see the majority of these are long haul for a reason. And I also flew that whilst I was at work, and then that. Basically, I had a short day at work, so I flew that. Managed to land on my last break, so I did that. Basically landed, set up, and then, yeah. I did a bit of overtime that day. Well, not overtime, but basically I took a longer break. So, yeah, this is us now. So, yeah, bit of a wobbled back a bit, but it was actually really good fun, this flight. Probably my favourite MSFS flight to date. Pardon me. I'll add some screenshots to it later. Let's check my landing rate. 329 feet per minute. Ouch. 1.77G. Yeah, enjoy having new backs, folks. That's what you come here for. Your appointments at the back clinic. Alright, I'm going to go F12, take one last screenshot, and we'll shut the aircraft down and call it a day. Once again, folks, hopefully you enjoyed today's video as much as I have. Actually, once again, I've thoroughly enjoyed this. There you go. I'm going to hop out the door and call it a day, folks. So don't forget to like the video if you liked it, comment with any suggestions for future videos, subscribe to see more from me on a semi-regular basis, and we'll see you next time, guys. Bye for now.